confirmed that several nuclear warheads have detonated across the continent.
Let's prepare as the world braces for the inevitable retaliation to the...
Both the United States and Soviet Union have called for a ceasefire, just days after the death.
Left to pick up the pieces.
Great swathes of land across Eurasia, most heavily affected by the fallout from the nuclear...
To vote by the Union of Allied Nations to ensure a conflict of this scale will never happen again.
Strange flesh-like vines.
A group calling themselves the Tempest Dynasty have claimed responsibility for...
More often in highly irradiated zones, seem to be emerging from the Earth.
What have you found?
It's old. It looks like stone, but it isn't. It's too perfectly coarse, like it wanted to be this shape. I think it was built for the Tempest, or maybe the other way around.
Is there a way in?
Well, it appears to be laid out like a ziggurat.
Show me.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Yes, follow me.
Hey, inform the boy. We all want to know about this. Send the data, now!
Commander, good of you to join us. Gotta say, your file was a pretty impressive read. I'm Colonel Fisher. You'll be reporting directly to me. We could certainly use someone with your track record. Intelligence has a situation brewing in, in Iceland. We have routine Tempest harvesting all over the grid, but some of the lights are going out, starting from the East Coast. If you ask me, I reckon it looks deliberate. I want you to do a sweep of the area and flush out any Dynasty forces you might find. Remind them that the GDF isn't to be trifled with. I'll link your control interface to the battle network. If you've got any questions, now's the time to voice them. Stand by while I patch you through, and good luck. I put my neck on the block to get you this position. Don't let me down. Let's see what you can do, Commander.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Fire! Fire! Paratroopers incoming! Good luck out there! Style control. Commander!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir! Acknowledged.
Someone ordered backup. Construction vehicle standing by, Commander. Let's build up that base.
Primary objective accomplished. Secondary objective accomplished.
Airstrike ready. Let's pick a location, Commander.
Secondary objective accomplished.
As soon as I can. Hell yeah! That's the last of them!
Commander, still in one piece. Nice work, but we're not done here yet. Stand by. I'm patching you through to R&D. Dr. Francis wants a word with you. Dr. Francis, this is the one I told you about.
Just a second, Colonel. Ah, good. You're the one operating near Flotchasianov, right? Anything and everything related to Tempest research goes through my team. And Iceland has Tempest in abundance. We have over 24 harvesting jobs over there. And evidently the small military presence the Council deemed to allot us isn't anywhere near enough. The Dynasty wants the Tempest. I need you to keep them off our harvesters. I think you can do that? First time working in the field with it? Vines are usually what catches the eye first, but it's the pods that are the highest interest. The fluid inside carries an incredible potential for energy conversion. Clean and extremely efficient. Power that grows on trees. Far too hyperbolic for my taste, but you get the picture. I know Carmen and writhing, the Tempest looks downright nightmarish, but we found it favors areas of high fallout saturation for a reason. As it spreads, the radiation readings go down. Still, we have a lot yet to learn. I have biologists working on its cellular structure. The interesting thing is, it looks like a plant, but it's not. It's not even eukaryotic. Good. Take care of my techies out there. If you'll excuse me. Colonel.
Commander, I'm sending your troops to reinforce a base that just went dark. Push the Dynasty out, repair the base, and get our refineries back online. If the Dynasty are here for our Tempest, harvest as much as you can before they can take it. The nest has been kicked. Let's see what comes crawling out.
You picking us up, Commander? Entering zone of action now. Let's get to the base. Weapons at the ready. We don't know what's out there.
Let's go.
There's the base! Enemy sighted!
Secondary objective accomplished.
Thanks for the rescue, Commander. We weren't gonna last much longer.
Good job, Commander. I have the base back online. Let's get that Tempest harvested.
Silos detected. Destroy them to disrupt enemy economy.
Stay back.
Unit ready.
Stay back.
Good job, Commander. Good work, Commander. Thanks to your efforts, Iceland has been reclaimed, and the Dynasty have been sent packing. All the same, the Council is concerned. The Dynasty hold most of Eurasia. They're going to have their hackles up after this stunt, even if it was just a renegade company pushing their luck. If they're up to something, we need to know, now. The primary Dynasty HQ is in southeastern Europe. Much of their military infrastructure is centered here, and around the edges of their Tempest Zone. But they also have bases dotted across the continent, and Scopes has tracked some interesting movement from the west, and found you a target. This is a standard intel op, Commander. Infiltrate the base, grab what you can, and get out. I'm shipping you out some of our advanced specialists for this mission. They're currently en route over the Pacific. Is that understood?
Commander, Captain Cragen, I have boots on the ground. The rest of the squad, though, I saw them go down toward the west. Reckon the enemy was ready for us. Not ready enough. Stay out of sight.
Primary objective.
Damn, they've got our engineers. I'm seeing a machine shop up ahead. We could use the armor, but we can't capture it without engineers. Catch-22. Commander, point me. Good night. Anyone near? Somewhere else? Trembling! Thought we'd lost you!
Good to see you, Cregan. We got any injuries I can patch up?
You got a name? Correcting for spin.
On call.
Dispatching.
Get past me. Suppressing. Confirmed, HQ.
The enemy base lies to the north. It holds intel on Dynasty operations across Eurasia. Capture the construction yard with an engineer to attain the data and await extraction. The sniper must survive. Locate and regroup with the missing units.
Engineer standing by, Commander. Just get us to that con yard, and we'll get you your intel. All right. We've got these old junkers purring. Let's see what they can do. If they need any repairs, send them my way. We can patch them up.
Low power.
Commander, we have the con yard. I'm receiving the files now. Just buy me some time.
A sky crane is en route for extraction. Be advised, the enemy has dug in ahead of your position. Use the Dynasty construction yard to build up your forces. Defend the construction yard while data is transferring.
Intel acquired. Let's get to the extraction point.
Escort the sniper to the sky crane. Airstrike online.
Unit ready.
As soon as I can.
Commander, good, you're here. The intel you brought us led to a base in Central Europe. The recon we sent in was repelled. They didn't stand a chance. The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under our noses. And as of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond, the Dynasty have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long. I see. Stand by, Commander. I have a line for you from the Council.
Commander, it's a pleasure. Undersecretary Green, advisor to the Council of Directors. And it is on behalf of the Council that I have to say, your skills are certainly impressive. We've been watching your work. While the Council is still in session, I have been asked to get in touch. I see that you were allocated the use of some of our specialists in your last sortie. Congratulations. Do be careful with them. They are rather useful tools, and it would be a great shame for some of them to be displaced. Be sure to listen to your specialists. They have a lot of experience on the field. Speaking of, if I may be so bold, you surely wouldn't object to having an advisor of your own, no? Your performance in command has been outstanding, of course, but surely such menial tasks as paperwork are beneath you. There are a few hardworking individuals I could recommend, people you would trust to...
I need my commander back, please.
It appears my time is up. Commander, it's...
Always talking, never doing. I need you to oversee the front lines. They'll... Scratch that. The front lines appear to be a lot closer to home than they were. Screw it. Commander, reinforce Munich. I'm rerouting your forces there now. You won't have long to mount a defense before the enemy reaches the city. I have reinforcements on their way to you, but you'll have to make do as best as you can. Hold the line. We can't afford to lose the city. You're up. Commander, base is yours. Check your defenses and get a comms rig online. If you can knock out the enemy SAM sites, I'll be able to send you support from the air. We don't have long. Do not give them the city, Commander. There's the first SAM site. Take it down, but don't leave the base undefended.
Proceeding. Primary objective accomplished.
Good work, Commander. With the SAMs down, you can now build an air control tower. Scopes is picking up more SAMs ahead. Take those out, and we can regain control of the city. Great job. That's the last of them. Now get your troops back and hold the fort. I've got air support en route.
Eyes on target. We'll take it from here.
There you are. The Colonel's predisposed, so he sent you my way. He's not one to show it, but it sounds like you've impressed him. You're being sent to the Alps. Scopes has identified a convoy on approach from the east. We have a column of military bunkers dug into the Alps, and it looks like that's what the Dynasty is looking for. Here is where it gets interesting. There's a point where the road turns north briefly to get through the mountains. You're going to set up an ambush. There's a small satellite base up there that you can use to establish a foothold and build up your forces. Scopes is registering 6 blips on the roads to the south of your location. Don't let them through. You've been cleared for use of GDF aircraft to navigate the mountains. You're welcome for that, by the way. Not all ground forces have anti-air capabilities. I think you'll be able to put our aerial units to good use. You know what you're doing? Get to it. I need to get back to work. And while I shouldn't make a personal appeal here, my R&D labs are inside these bunkers. I would appreciate it immensely if you stop them. Thank you.
Okay, this is all I could get you, Commander. There's a defensible outpost up ahead you can use. Escort the MCV and get your base online. SciComm has the coordinates.
Last zone located. Repositioning. Moving in.
Primary objective accomplished.
Alright, you're going to have to work fast. I'm seeing multiple blips, so expect several convoys on different vectors. There are a lot of twisting paths up in these mountains. It's a lot easier to navigate with aircraft. I'm counting on you, Commander.
Dynasty outpost detected. Locate and destroy the barracks to prevent the enemy from reinforcing the convoy.
Stop that. Primary objective accomplished.
Here's the first convoy, Commander. Take it out.
Enemy convoy approaching.
That's one down. The next convoy looks to be coming from the northeast. Second convoy located, Commander. Don't let it through.
Primary objective accomplished.
That's it. The convoys have been destroyed. Thank you for your assistance, Commander. Greatly appreciated.
Good to see you, Commander. I've been catching up on your work since I landed. I've got to say, I'm impressed. I hear the Council has been taking note of you as well. Keep it up. Hopefully something good will come of that. Anyway, I've got a heavily defended Dynasty base sitting on a huge Tempest field. It's being used to push against our frontline forces, and I'd like this base taken off the map. Sounded like your kind of thing. What do you reckon?
Commander, good to have you. The Dynasty are sitting on a huge stockpile of Tempest on the other side of the river. Scopes has the location of the silos. Let's take him out.
That's enough of that.
Enemy Tempest rigs located.
Units under attack.
I'll get there. Shifting weapon.
Silos are down, Command. Let's roll out.
Commander, well met. I'm told you're the one who reacquired Iceland. Congratulations. You must be very proud. The GDF Council of Directors would like to extend its appreciation for your efforts. The figures we've seen are impressive, and it is because of this that the Council has voted to requisition your services for an important mission. Colonel Fisher has already been briefed. You'll be conducting a search and rescue operation in a major civilian center. The region has long been sympathetic to the Tempest Dynasty, and will soon fall under GDF purview. We want someone with your flawless reputation to sweep the city for those who are hurt and in need. Show the world the benevolent, humanitarian face of GDF. Not as a military might, more a protector. This will...
Director, if I may...
Excuse me, Commander. Commander, the Council needs you to mobilize immediately. Oh, and I need to inform you of the possibility of remaining Dynasty presence. If you do see any, you are authorized to abolish them in whatever ways seems most appropriate.
Receiving you loud and clear, Command. Some of our scientists are being held on the base up ahead. We're here to pick them up. That base looks heavily fortified. See if you can find us a way in. We could use a riot van or sky crane as transport. The hospital's at a pretty defensible position. We can bring the civilians there for triage. There's the scientists. Let's get them out before the Dynasty can retaliate.
Launching scramble rockets. You bet. That's enough.
It's GDF. Can you get us out of here?
Transport the scientists to the hospital.
Primary objective accomplished.
Commander, I'm picking up chatter on the Dynasty lines. They're holding GDF engineers by the river. There may be an easier way through the back of the base. Let's go get them. Engineers located. More Dynasty will be here soon. Let's go.
I hear you, Command. Thanks for coming back for us. They had us working on a heavy weapons platform. Something that needs a lot of Tempest. We only saw part of it, but we got out with some data. Our research division will want to see this.
Primary objective accomplished.
Excellent work, Commander. R&D has passed me some preliminary reports. It looks like the Dynasty tech's working on a vehicle-mountable voltaic cannon. I wouldn't put it past them to have backups of the data, but at least you bought us some valuable time. Dr. Francis says her team's working on countermeasures. If they'd caught us unaware with one of these tanks, it could have been disastrous. For now, we're having scopes crunch the numbers on the data we have. If we can track down any secondary sites, I'll need you to go in and put an end to production before they...
Colonel Fisher, a word. The GDF Council requires the use of your commander.
What's going on?
We have located an old temple and are mounting an archaeological dig in the area to investigate. SACOM has the details. The temple is Dynasty territory, and we will need a military escort. Your high praise of the commander suggests that they're the best person for the job.
Director, this is so far from the battle. Why send the commander there?
If I might interject, the site has come up in relation to ancient manuscripts that reference what appears to be the Tempest. Naturally, further scientific investigation into the Vine would be of great benefit to the war effort.
Ancient manuscripts? Are you saying they knew about the Tempest all those years ago?
I'm not at liberty to speculate on sensitive topics. I'm sure you understand.
GDF cannot be seen to be behind the Dynasty in terms of Tempest research. As you can see, this mission is of the utmost importance. The Council is counting on you. See to it, Colonel.
You have your orders, Commander. Let's get this done. Commander, the Dynasty have blown the bridge to the temple site. Our drone reconnaissance shows heavy defenses in the area, so watch your step. Punch through Dynasty territory to find the temple, and keep our archaeologists alive at all costs. Commander, clear out those SAMs and we can drop you some heavy artillery support.
I'll reach there, Commander. Secondary objective accomplished.
That's it! We're here! I've never seen anything like it.
Commander, destroy the SAMs around the temple, and we'll send in your MCV.
Not a problem. Primary objective accomplished.
Yes, Commander.
Primary objective accomplished.
All right, Commander. The Dynasty is on to you now. You don't have long. Get some defenses up and give the archaeologists time to work.
The hieroglyphics on this temple read, Temple of Tempest. Curious. It seems it was cultivated in ancient times. This part of the world has a history of deluged myths. Fire, water, stone. No, sealed in stone. Living in or among the stars. The ones who decree. What is that word? Fate? Who were these beings?
The medevac has arrived. LZ is west of your position. Abandon base if you have to. Just escort the archaeologists to safety. Priority 1, Commander.
Unit ready.
We have the research. The rest we can decipher later. Get us out of here.
GDF, hand over your scientists and we'll let you live. There they are. We must stop them now.
Kicking away. Primary objective accomplished.
Exemplary work, Commander. That was a close one.
Nuclear warhead approaching.
This failure cannot stand. The Dynasty detonated a nuclear warhead within GDF territory.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but for whatever reason, the Dynasty chose to set it off below the surface. Losses could have been a hell of a lot worse.
A nuclear warhead, Colonel. The Earth is already choking in radiation from the last war.
I am aware of the effects, but I was not responsible for its detonation, and neither was the Commander.
The bomb was sighted in transit during the Commander's last mission. Why did the Commander not stop it?
The retreat order had been issued in the face of insurmountable reinforcements from enemy territory. The harebrained mission had been accomplished, and the order was given to prevent further unnecessary loss of life.
The Dynasty cannot be allowed to move nuclear weapons around unchallenged. The Commander should have belayed the retreat order and targeted the bomb's escort. Colonel, do I make myself clear?
I think you should see this.
My God, what the hell are those things?
Director?
What was... That's not...
SciCom, Code Red. Issue an immediate retreat order to all GDF units in 10 miles. Get our troops out of there. Weapons free. These things fire back. Get our drone fleet in the air and get me a satellite pointed at this. I want to know what the hell we're dealing with. Commander, your forces are closest. The Dynasty have recently set up a base in the area, but they're already leaving. I need you to re-establish contact with our base in Cairo and get an explanation for all this. You're on your own, so good luck.
Commander, you made it. Our comms rig is getting interference. It makes no sense, but it's coming from the pyramids.
Sergeant, I told you! That's because the pyramids were built by...
Primary objective accomplished.
All troops to the north gates. This is not a drill. Repeat, all troops to the north gates. This is not a drill.
Arise, my brethren. Arise.
Oh my God! Anywhere what are they? Weapons free! We have lockdown!
They came from underground?
Our squad's down! Fall back to the base!
Primary objective accomplished.
Regional Command here. I don't know what those things are. We'd have been overrun without your help. I need you to hold the line a little longer. GDF Command needs to know about this. Defend our construction yard and data core while I upload what we have on this new thread. Transferring my remaining troops over to you. Data transfer complete. Local files deleted.
Incoming enemy fighters!
Commander, we are relocating the MCV to our Cairo outpost. Escort our MCV here, then build up strong defenses. We don't know what the enemy is capable of.
Fire!
Okay, Commander. Now that the dust has settled, we have intel for you. Whatever these things are, we already know they have immense capability for destruction. They're trying to destroy our forces, and we already have reports of them targeting civilians. Push back against their expansion and protect your base, Commander. Right now, you're the last bastion for the people of Cairo. As we hold the line against the enemy, an enemy we don't understand. Satellite images only go so far. We're sending our surviving jets to clear enemy air defenses and allow us to recon the enemy base with our specialist.
Sniper in position for recon. These structures are humming with energy. They might provide power. I'm seeing enemy forces emerge from gateways in these buildings. The enemy deployed these same units just before their forward bases appeared. Incoming hostiles. Let's move!
Analyzing enemy structures, units, strategies. Commander, destroy the key production facilities and push the enemy out of Cairo.
I will handle this pathetic attack.
Commander, it's good to see you. I won't lie, it's chaos. Normally I enjoy not knowing things, but right now we can't afford mistakes. Things are not looking good. I've seen, well, skimmed reports of mission. You pushed the enemy back. Well done. Other commanders haven't fared so well. Their weaponry is like nothing I've ever seen. The Dynasty is just crumpled. Scope's just got images of their main HQ, or where it used to be. Veti are attacking mankind indiscriminately. But if you're counting on some unholy alliance with the Dynasty, I'd forget it. Their forces are scattering. We're on our own. The Colonel's shipping you back to the front line. Do whatever you can to stop them. It's a word one of the archaeologists found linked to the enemy. We don't know what they're actually called. All attempts to make contact have failed. They've done nothing but kill since they surfaced from wherever they came from. I don't know what they want, but it involves getting rid of us. Is this retaliation for harvesting the Tempest? The footage I've seen is chilling. They're callously precise. It's like they know what humans are, like they've done this before. You're going to be the last line of defense between us and the Veti. Best of luck out there, Commander.
GDF research indicates the following. The vine has been sourced to mineral-rich rock in the upper crust. However, no strong correlations have yet been drawn. The cell structure of the Tempest vine more closely resembles that of the aggressor species than terrestrial eukaryotes. The Veti utilize the Tempest extensively in their technology. Early analysis suggests the Veti may be able to metabolize the Tempest fluid. The Veti's strength lies in their reliance on the Tempest. Their access to the resource must be denied.
The Veti have have reached the city! Incoming hostiles!
Where's the airlift?
Hold on, it's inbound now.
What's going on? Ah!
Contacts!
Primary objective accomplished.
Good. You've been briefed. These Veti are moving fast. We've got people across the Med looking for civvies. Sorry, but you're closer to the fire than anyone. You're my best, Commander. I know you've got what it takes. Hold off the invaders. Get the civilians to safety. Show the Veti you're not to be messed with.
Medical convoy approaching Alexandria, requesting escort to GDF airbase.
Construction complete.
Loud and clear. Heading out.
Unit ready. Primary objective accomplished.
Welcome to Alexandria Air Base, Commander. Captain Tremblay and his team will take care of the civilians here. Handing over our key structures to you. Stand by. Scopes has found civilians pinned down in 3 areas of the city. Clear out their scouts and get those people to the airbase hospital.
Target spotted.
Unit ready.
Diagnosed. I see him.
Primary objective accomplished.
Thanks for saving us. The city is crawling with those things.
Primary objective accomplished.
It's an ambush! Get the civilians to safety!
You have no hope of freedom. Accept your shadows. It is your rightful place.
Tower, we have the first civilians. We're trying to arrange an extraction. Get the rest of the civvies here. Safely.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
The city is clear of civilians. I'll send you an extraction team as soon as one becomes... Hang on. We have another power surge. Veti forces arriving now. Defend the hospital.
Stay back.
Primary objective accomplished.
Somebody ordered to pick up.
Excellent work, Commander. Those people will remember your help today. Now, we can turn our attention to the Veti. Do not let them get a foothold here. Destroy the forward bases.
Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Commander, the Veti are here. I'm seeing an enormous energy spike. What is that? Are you seeing? It's an entire Veti base. Fantastic. Energy levels within the base are increasing. They're up to something. Be advised, you have incoming. Check your base defenses.
Primary objective accomplished.
Eyes on the Veti base. Something's coming through. This appears to be a more advanced form of matter translocation. And I don't want to wait around to find out what. Destroy these structures and shut it down.
Unit ready. Training ready.
We heard the Veti like the Tempest, so we brought some parting gifts.
Outstanding work, Commander. Not going to lie, we needed that win. We've tracked the Veti's movement further along the Med, and some of them have made landfall on the coast of Spain, where they've established a foothold in a valley. We were about to send in some troops to flush them out, but then Scopes caught something. This is the Tempest Instability Missile. It's a Dynasty weapon. We need one. Here's where you're going to put it. There's a greater mass of vines coming from this fissure than any I've seen before, all centered on something they've raised out of the ground. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's alive, but they're protecting it. They traveled all this way to dig it up. Stand by, Commander. Dr. Francis wants to explain this. Doctor, I got the Commander on the line. Go ahead.
R&D has been trying to reverse engineer the Tempest instability effect. And with some adjustments, we've discovered a strange property. It causes the Tempest to turn in on itself. The fluid begins to eat away at the vines. The energy in the fluid, it becomes unstable, tearing them apart from the inside. It essentially shatters the vines on a cellular level. The fluid carries the effect like a shockwave. All that energy held in the Tempest, building in potency as it spreads. On a large scale, the effect could be catastrophic. The Veti are linked to the Tempest. They use it for their power, their weaponry. I wouldn't be surprised if they consume it. Get me one of these missiles, Commander. Then buy me enough time to make the modifications. I'll see you out there.
There's an old Dynasty base between you and the Veti. You're going to need to have boots on the ground before your main forces arrive. Take control of their base and dig yourself in. Then, get ready to fight like hell. The Council's not going to like this one, but you leave them to me. This is the big one. We're all counting on you. See to it, Commander. Let's get it done.
The Veti are positioned on top of a fissure in the valley. The tempest erupting from the fissure stretches deep underground. The vines connect, forming a colossal underground energy system that the Veti bases tap into. This weakness must be exploited. The Dynasty Instability Missile can be modified to cause an energy cascade in the Tempest fluid. Capture the Dynasty base and acquire the missile. Good luck, Commander.
Command, this is Kragan. I lost contact with the team. Their equipment's still pinging just up these cliffs. Keep an eye out for me, would you?
I've had enough of drones. First GDF, now these.
You got it?
Primary objective accomplished.
Kragan, over here! Can you cut the power? Be careful, pillagers!
Coords received. Stare out of sight. Anyone hurt?
We can fight.
The MCV touched down east of here, on the other side of the town. They're already taking fire, and there's more Veti on the way.
Let's get moving.
On my way!
Primary objective accomplished.
Good job holding your own against the Veti. The main Dynasty base has all their fortifications facing the Veti. If you disable the Voltaic Gate, you'll have less resistance accessing the construction yard. Scopes has traced the power source to a southern outpost. Capture the construction yard to acquire a strategic stronghold in the valley.
Training. On the ground. Secondary objective accomplished.
Missile launch codes obtained. We have Dynasty tech now, but we also have to shoulder more of the Veti onslaught. Move on to the fortified Dynasty base to the north and capture the missile silo.
Of course.
have the missile. Getting to work on the modifications. You must keep the Veti away from the missile silo. Buy me all the time that you can.
The Veti appear to be shielding the beacon with a Tempest energy field. Take out the Tempest shield structures to disable the energy field.
The first shield is down. Dr. Francis, how's the missile coming along? I want to invite it to the homecoming dance.
Working on it. Give me more time.
2 processors down. 1 to go, and the beacon will be vulnerable.
How quickly you have forgotten your masters.
Standing by, Furo. I'll get there.
The shields are down. The temple is vulnerable. Hell, where are those units coming from? Take them out, Commander. Dr. Francis, progress report on the...
Not right now.
Luna calling.
Comms, officer.
Open. Purify the planet. Purge the livestock.
Not a problem.
Unit lost.
We're ready. Instability missile has some modifications.
I told you the council wasn't going to be happy. Still, that figures. That's the price of being a hero. For being the finest damn commander GDF has ever seen. Well, in my humble opinion anyway. The Veti invasion has halted completely. When the instability shockwave hit, 1/3 of their forces dropped. The rest appear to have retreated underground. We're still catching some stragglers as we sweep across Europe. The structures they've built are in a deactivated state. Their gateways are offline. Dr. Francis is on the site in Spain right now. We have a lot to learn. This has left us with a problem. The human-based workforce the Veti used. They've all been left behind. They're non-hostile, still mobile, but unresponsive. GDF has been working to corral them, but we don't know how the Veti were controlling them, or if there's anything left of the people they were. It's like they're just waiting for their signal. As for the Veti, I'm not counting on them being gone for good, not by a long shot. They fought with too much conviction, too much ferocity. There's no way they're just going to run away. We hit them far harder than they were expecting, and we found a chink in their armor. But mark my words, this was a tactical retreat. We've got work to do. For now, get yourself some rest, Commander. You've more than earned it.
Congratulations, Commander. The GDF Council of Directors commends your achievements on the battlefield. We've deliberated on the next phase of the war, and we would like to make you an offer.